What? Are you doing season 2 of that stupid show?
Honey, where are you going?
Where are you going?
Again? Just where are you going?
Where are you going? You're not going to the bar again, are you?
You like hanging out, drinking beer at the bar, talking sports? Come on out and join us weekly. Guys at the Bar Talking Sports, your podcast for just that. Hanging out, drinking some beer, talking sports. Welcome to your Week 4 NFL update. This is Guys at the Bar Talking Sports, and we're going to go ahead and start this thing off on Thursday. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals win 24-21. Trevor Lawrence, poor guy, over in Jacksonville, starting his NFL career off 0-4. I think he only had 4 losses in his entire life before he came to Jacksonville. He was 17 for 24, so not too bad with 204 yards passing, but he just could not catch a break at all as the Bengals go off and win. Joe Burrow starting his season off right, 25 for 32 with 348 yards and 2 touchdown passes in that game. And on Sunday, Zach Wilson and the Jets finally get their first win of the season after beating the Tennessee Titans 27-24. Zach Wilson has had a struggle for the entire season, but was 21 for 34 with 297 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, while the Titans, Ryan Tannehill, was 30 for 49 with 298 yards. This was a close matchup, and the New York Jets are able to pull it off to secure their first win for the season. You got the battle of the Bears and the Lions as the next game we'll talk about. Detroit is now 0-4 after losing to the Bears 24-14. After Justin Fields got just obliterated last week, he comes back 11 for 17, 209 yards. Did throw a interception in this win, but Detroit is just looking pretty much just as they always are, right? Not looking too good this season, and the Bears are now 2-2 in the season. The next game we'll talk on is the Colts versus the Miami Dolphins. Colts are now 1-3 after beating Miami, who is now 1-3. Colts win 27-17 in this game. And then we'll move on to the Browns versus the Vikings. Nice low-scoring game. Cleveland Browns are now 3-1. They win 14-7. Baker Mayfield 15 for 33, so passing below 50% with 155 yards up in the air, while the Vikings are just getting, they could not move the ball whatsoever. Kirk Cousins 20 for 38 and 203 yards passing. And the Washington football team are now 2-2 after beating the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday, 34-30. This was a pretty even matchup, 412 total yards by the Washington football team, while the Falcons had 374 total yards. It was just a shootout back and forth, and finally the Washington football team do put it away in the fourth quarter. The Bills absolutely blow out the Texans 40-0 on Sunday. That is just insane. The Houston Texans are now 1-3, while the Buffalo Bills are 3-1. Just to not have anything happen on the Texans side is just amazing. Davis Mills was 11 for 21 and 87 yards. He threw 4 interceptions on the day. This guy is having a challenging season, while Josh Allen was 20 for 29 and 248 yards with 2 touchdowns on the Bills side. The Bills are looking sharp this season for sure. The Giants and the Saints. The Giants pick off the Saints, sending the Saints to a 2-2 record, while the Giants get their first win, 27-21. And the Chiefs versus the Eagles, very exciting game on the week as well. Lots of scoring going on there. The Chiefs are now 2-2. Patrick Mahomes, 24 for 30 with 278 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's trying to show that those 2 losses mean nothing in this win over the Eagles, who are now 1-3. That was a 42-30 game. Moving right along to the Panthers versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys seem like they are on fire this season under the direction of Dak Prescott. 14 for 22 with 188 yards. Not that great of a performance, but look at yards-wise, but he did have 4 touchdown passes on the day. Panthers are now 3-1 in this 36-28 loss on their side. Moving forward over to the Seahawks versus the 49ers. Seahawks win 28-21, and Russell Wilson was 16 for 23 and 149 yards, throwing 2 touchdown passes in that win. Cardinals beat the Rams 37-20. Cardinals are looking solid this season now. They are 4-0. Kyler Murray was 24 for 32 with 268 yards and 2 touchdowns on that win. The Steelers and the Packers. Definitely the Packers took that one loss early in the season, but now Aaron Rodgers is back looking good with 20 for 36 and 248 yards, while the Steelers are now 1-3 in this loss. That game was 27-17. Moving right over to the Ravens versus the Broncos. Lamar Jackson showing that he is a guy who can move the ball on the ground and through the air. 22 for 37 with 316 yards, 7 rushes with 28 yards on the day. That score was 23-7 against the Broncos, who are now 3-1. Finally, in Sunday night football action, it was the first time that our man Tom Brady goes back to New England, back to where it all started for him, and he was pulling out no punches whatsoever. There was a lot of fans there that were really happy to see Tom Brady back in New England as well, but he was there for business, is what we'll say. Sorry, I'm being really serious about this, but I am a New England Patriots fan, but I also love Tom Brady, so that is why I'm trying to make this as dramatic as possible for you. But anyway, Tampa Bay wins 19-17. Not really that dramatic of a game, to be honest with you. I mean, there was 6 points put up by Tampa Bay in the first half, while the Patriots only put up 7 points, and it was just a low-scoring game all around. Tom Brady was 22 for 43 with 269 yards, while Mac Jones was 31 for 40 with 275 yards. So looking pretty good overall when it comes to the stats, but man, it was just a low-scoring game all around, but it was nice to see Tom Brady back up there in action, and too bad that the Patriots lost, but it's a good thing that Tom Brady won. One of my cousins had posted on Facebook, and she had said specifically, she says, "Who are you rooting for, Patriots or Tom Brady?" And I said both. And finally, in Monday Night Football, the Chargers beat the Raiders 28-14. Chargers scored 21 points in the first half, shutting out the Raiders in the first half. Raiders are able to come back to get 14 more points, but the Chargers put it away with 7 more points on the board in the second half and win that game 28-14. Thank you for joining Guys at the Bar Talking Sports every week, 3 times a week. We do the show for the weekly wrap-up of the college football as well as the weekly wrap-up of NFL football, and then we do that live show on Thursdays at MJ's Bar and Grill. Keep on coming back every week, and we appreciate that. And if you want to, go ahead and subscribe to or join the Facebook group and like our show, and then you can subscribe to the show as well through your podcast app, and then come on back every week for more Guys at the Bar Talking Sports. It's your boy Hanger looking for a beer. Actually, we're all looking for a beer, so if you want to buy the guys a beer, at Guys at the Bar Talking Sports on Venmo. That's it. Easy as drinking a beer. Three things you can do in order to help the guys out, and I know you want to help us out. Number 1, join the Facebook group. If you've already joined the Facebook group, go ahead and invite a friend. All you gotta do is type in Guys at the Bar Talking Sports. You'll find the Facebook group there. Second thing you can do is subscribe to the show. And then the third thing you can do is give us a 5-star rating and review on whatever podcast you're listening through. You do that, You'll make these guys happy while we drink beer and talk sports.